I'm out here on the Abu Dhabi Road, looking out over the desert. I just stopped at a gas station, which is behind me, and basically this is a little scene of the desert and the sun setting over there beyond the gas station. This is just a wall that kind of separates the gas station area from the desert. So you can see that it's pretty vast out there. It's like miles and miles of sand, basically. And it is typical to see this scene out here like this. And this, like, here's the gas station's right behind me, the Adnoc station. And gas here is really cheap. I can fill up my tank of gas for $10. And it's pretty standard that you can go for days without filling up your tank, which is, for U.S. prices, U.S. reality, it's pretty different. So I'm out here in the desert, and on the Abu Dhabi Road, there's a couple of stops at the same type of gas station, and it you can stop, and they have, it's like a mini mart, kind of like a 7-Eleven or something on the highway. But basically between Abu Dhabi and Al Ain, where Jim and I live, it's desert. There's little villages here and there, but the road kind of keeps you thinking that you're right in the in the I don't know what you would call it, the modern in the modern world. But then when you look out and see this, and it's just miles of sand dunes and really empty space, except for the farms scattered here and there. So the UAE really has developed a lot in a very short amount of time, with the oil being discovered back in the 60s, and there's just a lot of disparities. Sometimes you think you're in a modern society, and then other times you just are so reminded that there's a long way to go, like in teaching and in education and so many things. You see the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the tallest building in the world, and then you see, little, shacks and places, out in the farms that, there's, tents near the farms instead of houses. So, this is the UAE. This is part of the life and part of, this is I guess you could say, the development of the country. I mean, it's 80% expat. They don't want to let go of the traditions, which is great. And then they also open their doors, which is amazing. They open their doors to everybody from all over the world. There's people from everywhere here. And, they welcome everybody with open arms. And then there's this other aspect where the society is kind of, in the minority, really. And, they try to preserve their culture the best they can. And in having pictures of Sheikh Zayed, who united the country on the sides of the highways and the cities and the sheikhs, but they were poor people until the oil was discovered. They were pearl divers and Bedouins and wanderers, nomads, and were stealing each other's women and camels and, having tribal wars. And now it's this, and like so much of the Middle East, that's hard for the Western mind to grasp. It's really an ancient place with a lot of tribes, and there's always been tribal fighting in this for thousands of years here. It's nothing new for the fighting to happen between families, the Hatfields versus the McCoys. So it's not a surprise for people that live here, or not just live here, but have some, information about the society, that the fighting is a part of the culture, really, and there's a lot of peaceful people here, but then there's also that element of, kids. I had a really nice kid in my class, and first grade, and he was so nice, beautiful boy, spoke English really well mannered, and then his mother decided to tell him that he could fight other kids that were fighting him, and now he's a different kid, and it's like I can't do anything about it. I can tell him not to fight in my class, I can bring him to the principal, I can do that in my own little world, but when it goes out to the outer world, if his parents are telling him that, there's nothing I can do about it, So it's it's something that sometimes you just have to accept the differences, and just kind of be aware that my Western mind can't grasp some of the things that go on here, that that are a part of the life here, and I enjoy it here and I love it here. And there's a lot that still kind of doesn't sit with me, but I love it, So anyway, so here I am in the desert, looking out over the scene, the sun setting in the distance, and it's a beautiful night. It's windy, a little breezy. It's gotta be, I would say it's probably low 80s right now. And very comfortable. I have long sleeves on. I feel very comfortable, and it's dry out here. Lots of dust. But Abu Dhabi is more humid. It's on the water, and Al Ain's a garden city. It's inland. There's no coastal area in Al Ain. So going to Abu Dhabi is like getting a little change in weather. It's a little more humid and a little warmer on the coast. So anyway, signing off for now in the desert on the Abu Dhabi Road, and have a good day. Bye.